What's going on, guys? Just got back from seeing The Lion King. Just saw it, just got out the theater about a half hour ago. First, before I even talk about that, let's take a look at Rotten Tomatoes. Let's just start there first. So Rotten Tomatoes right now has got a, critic score of 56%, audience score 93%. Wow, 93%. So there's definitely a battle going on Rotten Tomatoes between the critics and the audience, which seems to be happening a lot as of late too, by the way. So I gotta say though, on this particular movie, on this particular remake, I think I might be though siding more with the critics on this one, and I'll tell you why. All right, so here's the deal with The Lion King. Spoilers are going to be in this video, so just giving you a warning now, spoilers. But actually there are no spoilers, because if you've seen the Lion King animated cartoon, if you've seen the original Lion King, then you already know all the spoilers, because there's nothing different. And I think that may be the issue with this movie, for me personally, is I really and truly, now I had been reading stuff leading up to the movie tonight, other reviews that have already kind of been done, and some of the other critics, what they've been saying is that they were right, frame for frame. I mean, basically, it is the identical movie, except for maybe a couple variations and slight changes, but it's basically, it's the same film as the cartoon. And even the dialogue is the same. Like, I almost felt like I knew the words perfectly to this movie. Like, I didn't see or feel anything different. And I was telling Susanna, we saw it together, my wife, and I was telling her, I said that the difference, I think, for me with this movie and Aladdin is that the Aladdin remake was not identical to the animated movie or the cartoon. It was similar, but there were changes. There were, some things were different. So you didn't quite know exactly what to expect. You knew how the story goes, but you know exactly what to expect. But I felt like with The Lion King, it felt like I was watching the animated cartoon, except in a different form, and in a form that was not nearly as good. And here's the issues I had with it. So I'd been hearing leading up to this film that visually it was going to be gorgeous, it was going to be beautiful. Okay, fair enough. Like the technology, the CGI behind it, it is great. The CGI, like, it looks like you're looking at a real lion, looks like you're looking at real hyenas, looks like you're looking at real warthogs and, Zazu and so forth, and the landscape all looks authentic, it all looks real. But that's kind of where it ends for me. Like, okay, like, cool, it looks cool, but it's very dark. I know, like, that was my take on it. Initially, when I was watching it in the beginning, I was like, what is this? What am I not feeling in this movie? What am I not enjoying? And it dawned on me that it feels dark, like it's filmed dark, or the prairie land, or is that the right word? The Pride Lands. I'm sorry, the Pride Lands are very dark. Everything just looks really, really dark. It's not bright and vibrant. Like when I think of the animated Lion King, the one that we all love and cherish, one of the things about that movie is it's so visually stunning and bright. The colors pop off of the screen, and the colors blow you away. Still to this day, when I pop into Lion King and the Circle of Life, that introduction with all the music and the colors, it blows you away. If this one didn't do that, during the Circle of Life song, like it was like, here's the music, but the movie doesn't match or something. Like the what you're seeing on screen just doesn't match, I guess, what you're used to when you think of The Lion King. Maybe that's the problem with The Lion King, is The Lion King is to me, and I think to a lot of people, most people, The Lion King is like the epitome of that perfect Disney animated movie. We haven't had anything like it since. I hope one day in the future, when they get back to making original movies, we'll get something maybe that'll give The Lion King a run for its money. But The Lion King being like this Disney animated epic, trying to redo it frame for frame, I don't know what am I trying to say? I just didn't get anything new from it. There was nothing new. It was just basically a retelling of the same story that we already know in a lesser version, in a lesser form. So let's just go with it. So one issue I had then is it looked very dark. The CGI was cool, but that's kind of where it ended for me. Like, it was a dark film. It just looked dark on screen. It didn't look, to me, I wasn't visually blown away by it. I was impressed that it's all CGI and everything, but I wasn't impressed by it. Another issue I had was the voice acting. Now, actually, the voice acting was pretty good. I thought Seth Rogen did an awesome job. Pumbaa, I thought he was very funny. I thought, what's his name? Billy Eichmann, right? Eichner. Sorry, Billy Eichner. I've got the cast up here so I can make sure I remember my names here. I thought Billy Eichner was extremely funny. I thought Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner did a really, really, really good job. I thought Donald Glover was awesome. Donald Glover, phenomenal. And I guess that just goes to show like he's just a multi-talented guy. The one maybe I had a little bit of an issue with was who played Baby Simba or Young Simba? J.D. McCrary. I don't know anything about him. I didn't care for the voice. Like, it just kind of like, that acting was a little bit cheesy. Other than that, I thought all the voice acting was, well, let me say that. I want to say I thought it was all great. Aside from Little Simba and Beyonce. I have to say Beyonce. Beyonce took me out of the movie. I think that's what the deal was. Beyonce pulled me out of the movie. Beyonce has such a distinct voice. She has such a known voice. Whenever I hear Beyonce's voice, I know it's Beyonce. She's got a distinct accent. We've heard her for so many years. As soon as I hear Beyonce, Beyonce pops into my mind. You know, like, it doesn't matter that on screen she looks like a lion. When I hear the voice, all I see is Beyonce on screen. So that was pulling me out of the movie. I don't know if anyone else had that experience or not. I'll be curious to see if other people say that. But I felt like Beyonce was pulling me out of the movie or something. I didn't care for Beyonce. It would be like having, I don't know, who's got a distinct voice that I can think of? Like, just think of someone who's distinct. I don't know, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. Everybody knows Michael Jackson's voice, or Elvis Presley. Everybody knows their voice. So as soon as you hear their voice, you're going to say, that's Elvis, or that's Michael Jackson. Well, I think like Beyonce's the same way. She's got a very distinct voice. So as soon as you hear that voice, you're like, there's Beyonce. But you don't get that from Donald Glover. You don't get that from Billy Eichner. I mean, I guess Seth Rogen does that a little bit, but his fame level, I guess, is, to me at least, or for me, is not as high as Beyonce's. I have to say James Earl Jones, I mean, we need to just be grateful that we still have that man to voice these iconic characters. Was James Earl Jones doing Mufasa was phenomenal. But anyway, so back up to the voice actors then. So I wasn't a big fan of young Simba, and I wasn't not a fan of Beyonce being in there. I know a lot of people actually were pretty excited to have Beyonce there, but I just felt like Beyonce kind of killed it for me a little bit. So let's go through my problems so far. It just looked really, really dark on screen. The voice acting was good, except for Beyonce, who actually has kind of a prominent role in The Lion King, and I just didn't care for having Beyonce suck me out of the movie every time she was speaking. But I think it would have been better if it had just been a lesser-known actress, someone that when you hear their voice, you wouldn't necessarily recognize it, so it wouldn't constantly be taking you from Nala to Beyonce. And I didn't care for young Simba either, but whatever. That wasn't that big of a deal. So overall, how would I sum up the Lion King? I think you will enjoy it if you go into it with lower expectations, realizing like basically you're not seeing a new story. Like I told me and Suzanne, we were talking about after the movie. I said, when I think like again of Aladdin, like you didn't quite know what to expect because there were some changes to the live action remake in Aladdin, made it more exciting. I don't know, Cinderella had changes, makes it exciting, and a lot of the other Disney live action movies so far, they have subtle changes. This one was just pretty much, it really was like frame by frame, line by line, the same as the animated movie. So instead of waiting for like something new and exciting to happen, you just knew like, this is when Mufasa falls in the pit, and this is when, Pumbaa does that, and this is when, this character does this. You just, everything was anticipated. You knew what was going to happen. There really was no surprises or anything. So maybe this one does sum up as, this one might be that Disney live action remake maybe wasn't necessary, or if it was necessary, maybe it should have been done with a little bit of a different tone or another element added to it. But there really is no difference in this and the animated movie, except that it looks worse on screen. That would be my opinion. And the voice acting is worse. And the music, I even prefer the music from the animated movie more. yeah, so if you're gonna win, because I know everyone's gonna go see this, all you Disney fans like me, we're all gonna get sucked in to go see these movies. So when you go see it, go with a little bit lower expectation. Be prepared for that it is the same story as the animated version, so you don't, I guess not feel disappointed, but don't be expecting any dramatic changes between this and the animated movie. I don't know, like, I guess that's pretty much it on The Lion King. I mean, you know, now here's the thing, the audience, they really were into it. I heard a lot of, you know, laughing and joking. I would say the comedy was pretty funny with Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner. The comedy was definitely funny. And when the movie finished, it got a round of applause. So this audience score at 93%, I kind of am in the minority on that because it looks like the audience really did enjoy this film, or so far has enjoyed it. It didn't work for me. This one really did feel like a Disney remake that didn't have to be done, or it could have been done with some changes or something a little bit different. But all in all, it's a fun movie. Go see it. Just keep your expectations, you know, in the middle somewhere. So, but anyway, that's a wrap on this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments, what did you guys think of the live action remake of Lion King? Did you enjoy it, or did you kind of feel some of the same sentiment and did you get some of the same out of it that I did? Like, just visually too dark. Now here's one thing, I'll back this up. So some critics I've been seeing were complaining that there was not enough human characteristics within the animation of the characters. I mean, yeah, I guess there wasn't that, but I didn't necessarily, it didn't feel weird when the lion is talking. Like when Mufasa's speaking, or Scar, or Simba, or Nala, whoever, when the characters were speaking, I felt like the CGI worked pretty well with the voices and the facial features and movements of the face of the characters. So that didn't really bug me. I thought that was going to be more of an issue, but actually, I thought it kind of looked okay. My issues maybe were a little different. I felt like it was too dark, and I just didn't care for Beyonce. Sorry, I keep bringing Beyonce up. Beyonce, her voice is too recognizable for me. So when Beyonce speaks, I don't see Nala on the screen, I just see Beyonce. And that pulls me right back out of the movie. Didn't care for that. But all in all, I would have liked to have seen a Lion King that maybe had some subtle changes, just something a little bit extra. I don't feel like we got that. And, you know, go into it knowing that it's just another live action yet animated, because it's CGI, another visual depiction of the Lion King. And have fun with it. Don't be so critical like I was of it. So anyway, guys, that's a wrap on this video. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this one. Did you kind of come away with some of the same issues I had, or just tell me, Steve, you're crazy. This was a great movie and you don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, guys, also want to say thanks to all the new subscribers out there. We really, really, really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, now's a great time to hit the subscribe button down below and ding the bell. That way you're notified every time we upload new videos. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye.